Joanne from Nesting Story. So today I wanted to talk about something that is all too real, especially for moms, dirty hair. Reality is, I only wash my hair about twice a week, and when I haven't washed my hair, I have to get a bit more creative with how I style it. I have a few very quick go-to hairstyles that I love, and I'm gonna show you what I do. And it's depending on where I'm going, how much time I have. My hair's very dirty right now. I washed it on Saturday night, and it is now Tuesday morning. So I may be washing it tonight to go out to a couple places later. But I didn't have time, and I haven't had time this week. I have a very busy work week, so I had to make do. The first rule before I get into these hairstyles is with long hair, especially my texture, is to not brush it too much. The first day when I'm doing my hair is I add curl to it. I use hot rollers, I add curl. I'll leave a link below to my hot roller tutorial, and it's what I use twice a week. I don't do much else with my hair. But doing that, putting that bit of heat in it, just gives it these like soft, manageable waves in my hair. Not too much, but it's just enough to kind of keep styling over and over again. The first day my hair is pretty bouncy, and then it gets more like this. Now, if I were to brush this out, especially this second day or even now, it would get very frizzy and I would be done. I wouldn't be able to do much with my hair. So it does get a little bit like matted and dreadlock-ish, but it works. And then once I wash it, it's a bit of a pain to brush it out, but that's kind of how I keep my hair going for so long. So today I'm gonna get into some of my go-to hairstyles for dirty hair. Okay, so when styling my hair, I've really been digging parting it in the middle. I find it's just a bit more modern. It actually helps when styling my hair. Okay, so before we get started, here's what I use. Super basic, nothing fancy. I love a good paddle brush. Again, I have a lot of hair, and elastics. Now keep in mind I have 3 daughters, so I actually buy a ton of these and we all share the hair elastics. So we're all kind of scrounging for them around the house, but I find it simple and it works. So I love the Ouchless products from Goody. They're both Goody, not sponsored. You can just buy them at Walmart. So I like to use the thick brown elastics and the clear Ouchless rubber elastic. My first go-to hairstyle is the one that I do most often, and there's a reason for that. It's the low ponytail. The reason I do this is I find that it doesn't put a whole bunch of weird wave into my hair, so even on day one when I've washed it and curled it, if I have to do some mom jobs before going out, I will quickly just pull it back, and just having it in that low pony doesn't put weird kinks or waves in my hair. Again, no brushing really. I just part it down the middle. Excuse the non-manicured nails. They're getting done tonight. And then what I do is I pull it back. To a low pony. And I only do it twice across here. Done. I'll just kind of pull it so it lifts a bit. So that's hairstyle number 1. So the next look I want to show you is a messy low bun. So again, I've got the part in the middle. It's hard for me to explain what I'm doing with my hands because it's so second nature, but this is how I do it. I pull it back and I just pull it up like it's a ponytail, but I kind of stick a finger in there and then I pull my elastic across, pull my hair through, and often we'll pull one more time to get my hair through. So as you can see, it's kind of sticking up everywhere. This is the key to this look. I just take all my pieces and I'm kind of just feeling for them. I can't see what I'm doing. And pulling them through. I love this look with like a leather jacket and a scarf. I find it can, and even if you add some earrings, it actually looks very modern and stylish and fresh. Okay, for look number 3, it involves a braid. Now, it took me a long time to kind of perfect a very simple braid. I'm gonna tell you there's 2 tricks to it, and they're so simple. I wish I had learned them a long time ago. So for this one, you're going to need just your rubber elastic, and I like to actually switch my part for this one, just to slightly off to the side. So here's the trick. So I'm gonna be creating a braid, and I'm gonna be taking the hair in so that it falls this way, and then if need be, I can even pull it back into a low ponytail. So this is kind of 2 hairstyles in one. So I'm taking my pieces where I'm gonna start my braid. So basically, I'm gonna do a inside out or a Dutch braid and a French braid, and I'm gonna pancake it. It sounds really complicated, but it's not. So we take our hair and you split it into 3. Now I think you could do this with like a much shorter hair, but it's a great way to deal with hair that's not washed and to get it out of your face, and it's a really good hairstyle to do in the morning, especially if you're parenting your kids all day. It can just transition with you throughout the day. So I've got my 3 pieces. So with a typical braid, you would pass them over top. To do a Dutch braid and to have the braid sitting on top of your hair is you're braiding underneath. It's so simple. It was something that I thought was gonna be so complicated. I wanted to learn for a long time, and it was just the easiest thing to retrain myself. So all I'm doing is taking this hair, I'll stand back a little, and I'm going to underneath. See that? So I do all of the 3 strands first, and then I'm going to gather pieces of hair like I'm doing a French braid for the rest. So once I've got to the point where I've gathered all the hair I want to for the French braid, I just braid out the rest regularly, still passing the pieces underneath. Okay, so once I've got my braid in, I'm going to pancake it. And pancaking just means that I'm going to take these pieces from the bottom and just pull a little out. As you can see, I'm not pulling the whole thing. I'm taking a piece of it, and you want it to be messy. That's the key to making your hair look thicker, and it's messier, and it makes it look a bit more modern. Okay, so now I've got this really awesome braid, and I can just leave it down like this for the day, which I've been told before at events that this is kind of my trademark, the trademark braid. I just love braids, I think they're so cool. But my hair is pretty dirty today and I'm hot. I just want to get my hair up. I'm parenting, I'm busy, I'm running around. So I'm gonna pull it into the low pony. And this is a hairstyle you can do also when your hair is clean, and you can keep it, do the braid in the morning, pull it back, and then in the evening if you're going somewhere, pull it out again and it should be ready to go. So I am just taking my hair and doing a low pony off to the side. And then moving, and then I'm gonna place it on my shoulder like this. Okay, so my last hairstyle is kind of my favorite to do on day 2. So typically I would have washed my hair the day before. It's still got some nice curl in it, and maybe even have an event to go to. So I need to kind of have something with some style to it. I will put my hair half up. So I'll put 2 braids this way and then leave everything else down. So it's pretty similar to what I just showed you. You're gonna be doing the Dutch braid again and pancaking it. And I always just do a tiny bit of French braiding here and then just braid it out. So you start with the center part and you get your piece. So again, I'm going to split into 3 and start braiding underneath. And then grab a few pieces of hair just to pull everything up slightly. Just to thicken. I'm trying to make the braid a little thicker, so I'm pulling a new piece of hair here, adding it like a French braid, still pulling them under. So you have to be careful where you're pulling hair here. Due to having babies, I've thinned out just slightly here. So I'm careful for this part to pull up from up there. So you pull a chunk of new hair for each of the 3 pieces once. So you're braiding in each of the 3 pieces once, then you're pulling a piece of hair once in for each of the 3 pieces, and then you're just gonna braid it out. So here's my last piece, and then I'll braid it out. Okay, so now I'm going to pancake it again. Okay, I'm gonna take my rubber elastic and just add it to the bottom and then leave that braid for now. And then I'm gonna repeat on the other side. Okay, so now I've got my 2 braids, so here is the trick. Again, I'm gonna grab one of the rubber elastics. Okay, so you're gonna separate your braids from the rest of your hair. I'm gonna find a natural place at the back of my head where I feel like they're meeting, but they're not too tight. And I'm going to tie an elastic around the 2 braids. Once I have those 2 braids tied together, I'm going to remove the elastics from the original braids. Okay, once I've done that, I'm going to blend the hair together. And then I'm gonna pull my hair forward and double check how it looks with a mirror. So those are my go-to hairstyles for when my hair is dirty, which is more days than not every week. Thank you so much for watching this video. I upload videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Every Monday and every Friday are vlogs, and then every Wednesday is something different like this one. Let me know if there's anything else you want me to show you, or if there was a hairstyle here that you want me to spend a bit more time on explaining. I'd love to make those videos for you. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, we'd love for you to subscribe. If you've subscribed, thank you so much. It means so much to me. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.